Hi, and welcome back to my valley. My name is Lisa, otherwise known as Little Victories, here on YouTube. Um, Again, apologies for the background noise. It's very hot, and I've got a fan fairly close to me. Um, but I think you can hear me okay. I just listened back on another video, and it's not amazing, but it's not awful. But I'm going to work on the audio quality. I could stand to get a better microphone as well in the future, but for now, we're stuck with this, and I apologize. But today I wanted to show you my house area and the part of the Forest of Valor that I'm happy with, and then I'm content with how it looks, and then I'm going to expand from here. But for this part, I'm good. I like it. So I've got these little coming up from the plaza. Got this little area where I've got a bunch of bushes and some trees growing and some flowers. My goal was to stick all the flowers for this biome here in these two little kind of planter areas at the start. So I've got a few here. I need to go around and gather the rest. I might put a pathway going back this way toward my house back there, but I can get to it through this center area, so I'm not so sure. To start off, let's go ahead and give you a shot straight on. This is all the way to my house in the back. This is kind of like a gathering place in front of my house. I've got my well here, and I saw someone do this with the checkerboards on a live stream the other day, and I really hate that you can't connect things together, so I'm sacrificing some of my item limit and using a bunch of checkerboards here just at this this area. And I think it actually works here because of the color scheme in the Forest of Valor. But eventually, hopefully we can attach not attach, like our pathways will be seamless in some way. Coming from The Sims, like my ultimate wish would be to have a texture paintbrush like you have in The Sims. Even if they could figure out some way where it still costs the same amount to make the paths, like there's got to be a way to make it where we can just paint them on instead of having to lay them the way we do here. If we could paint the textures on, then we wouldn't have these weird gaps in between, but oh well, it is what it is. So yeah, so here I've got, because it's my house, I decided to put Kristoff's, stall was not coming to my brain. Kristoff's stall here at the front, across from Goofy's stall, so that every time I leave my house when I first start up the game, I can come here and just buy him out. I haven't done it yet today, but looky there, he's got some iron. I accidentally pet my companion instead of grabbing the iron. But I won't go ahead. I won't bore y'all with that. But I also have the clock tower, the Frozen inspired clock tower here, and this bike again. This is the second time I've used the bike. I love it so much. It's just adorable. And then I got these two benches from Frozen as well. And behind them I put the berries that you need to make berry salad, because I use that stuff all the time to keep my energy up. So I harvest these every day as well, and then I make like 10 berry salads before I start mining or anything for the day. So I've got my house back here. I will do a little more back here, but for now I'm trying to get to the point where I'm just okay. I'm like content. If this is where it is, I'm good, so that I don't like use up too many items. I mentioned that in the plaza video, like it's getting a little bit tricky to think about how I'm going to decorate the rest and have enough item slots. So yeah, I've got sort of a yard area. I've got my little crafting area. I've given her a TV and a little lamp back here. A couple little lamps, looks like, actually. And then I threw that rug down. I want a different color rug that size, but that's the one I've got. I liked it better than the, I had the one, something homey, something, I have that one too, but it sort of blended in with the grass too much. So I used that one, but it's okay for now. So it's a little boring back here, but I really like the central area and how you can just run right through. So on the other side of this, I have an area to cook. My play style is that I go in my house as little as possible. So I really care more about how the outside looks. And eventually when I have this all decorated, I'm sure I will go in and decorate the house. And I have decorated a little bit in the house, just not a ton. But I'll get there. So yeah, this stove is where I cook most of my stuff, down here by my house. That's where I make all my berry salads. I've got a picnic table, sort of making it look like a cute little campground. And to carry that theme on, I went ahead and threw in Buzz in his RV over here. I let him keep his balloon arch that he made me craft. And I gave him a blueberry tree because it sort of matches. I went with blues here. I gave him his huge Buzz Lightyear suit for his yard, just so that I could look at it. I also got this galaxy table the other day out of a furniture pouch, so I went ahead and threw it in his yard as well. Since it's sort of a camp area, I threw out this old looking fan and a couple coconut drinks. Since they're very close to Dazzle Beach, I figured he could have gone down to the juice bar, which I will show in another video. So yeah, pretty standard stuff here. I gave him the little monster plushie on this little side table. But yeah, I tried to stick with blue for this little area. And that's it. This is the part that I'm happy with. So, as you can see, you can still get to all the areas behind the RV. And that is it. See, the rest of this over here is sort of sparse. I've got the up balloon and a bunch of storage chests that I had somewhere else that I just moved over there for the time being while I'm figuring out what I want to do with this area. And I'm debating two things. Feel free to let me know in the comments which you would prefer to see. I'm either thinking about putting an orchard here, like full-on orchard with all the apple trees and the lemon trees, like all the trees, except for a few cherry trees, which I have reserved to be around Minnie's house, which I will show in another video. So I'm thinking either an orchard in this big area up here, or just stick a bunch of trees up here for now and wait until Mirabelle comes and then have Casita be here in this area so that this side of the biome will be complete-ish. Like, I'm sure I could fit more than just Mirabelle up here if I had to, but they had Anna's house here to start with, so Anna and Kristoff, so it's a good spot for that. I think it could work. But I could also put her on the other side of the biome where there is nothing right now. I had toyed with the idea of putting, I didn't mean to anyway, I had toyed with the idea of putting Woody's house here. I didn't mean to make the Toy Story toy reference. But anyway, that's why there's still those blocks there. I haven't moved them back. But I moved him somewhere else. His area is not finished yet, but I will show it off eventually. So yeah, those are the two options, orchard or Casita when Mirabelle shows up. But I could also just put her over here. I think I'm definitely going to put her in the Forest of Valor because I want her to live near me. So she will be here somewhere, and I do think this biome will fit her house the best. And this style of tree and everything will look good with it. So she will be up here somewhere. I just got to decide which side of the biome. So yeah, that's it. Feel free to let me know which you would prefer, which you think would look nicer, an orchard or save it for her house. And then I'll make an updated video when I have this whole side complete. So that's it for today. I'll be back showing you off another area of the valley that I'm happy with. There's only 2 more areas that I'm actually finished with and I'm happy with for now. But I'm working on it every day, just chipping away a little bit. give it an hour and make it look a little nicer. I'm hoping before the February update to have like a good chunk of these little areas finished and most of the houses decorated in a way that's pleasing, so that when I'm questing it's just a little nicer. Because the last quest chain that we had, I was sort of just speeding through it to get actually I sped through the Christmas thing, but the quest just sort of went fast too. So, but anyway, I wasn't really enjoying my surroundings. I'm gonna try to take it slow from now on and enjoy the game a little more. But I want it to be pretty while I'm doing it. So anyway, that's it. I will see you in the next video.